Hello there, you fine looking folk. This is Chris from TechSpert, and I'm here with Nvidia's fresh new Shield TV 2019 edition. Quite a lot has changed since the previous Shield TV, including, just from a quick squint on the box, the actual design of the bloody thing. It's one of the smartest streaming boxes out there right now. Not really a box, more of a cylinder, of course. But let me tell you, if your plan is basically to vegetate and hibernate this winter, then golly gosh, this thing will do the job for you. 4K HDR support, of course, all the usual Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision and everything. And of course, the most incredible upscaling I've ever seen from a streaming device. Very smart stuff indeed. And of course, because it's Nvidia, you get a good bit of game streaming support using the GeForce Now service as well, which in itself has evolved quite a lot since its first incarnation all those years ago. Gonna get fully unboxed now and set up and have a good old tour of all of the best features and give it a bit of a review as well. And for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers. So that right there, as you can see, is the Nvidia Shield TV 2019. It is actually this thing. It's not inside this thing or anything. This is actually it. And yes, it does admittedly look like a Smarties tube with the label removed, but that's absolutely fine because it's not designed to sit there in full view next to your telly. It's designed to be tucked away behind the TV or whatever, just out of sight, nice and compact and subtle. As you can see there, you've got your power connector. You've actually got an Ethernet port there as well, so you can get a wide connection on the go, especially important if you're going to be doing a lot of games streaming and the like. And then around this side, you've of course got your HDMI connection 2.1, and you've got a bit of micro SD expandability there as well to expand the 8GB of onboard storage. And then what else do you get in the box? Actually, let's not stick that way, otherwise it'll just roll straight off the desk. That wouldn't be great. You do of course get a bundled remote as well, an interesting little triangular affair. They're going for all of the various shapes. More on that in a bit. And then the rest of the box, you've got of course a power cable to actually hook up your Shield TV, get it all powered up. And you also have a quick start guide. And that's it. Unfortunately, there's no HDMI cable bundled in the box. So similar to the Fire TV Cube on that front, you'll have to provide your own. A little bit stingy, but at least you get a good bit of tech in this thing. Let's get it all set up. So this right here is the entire Shield TV 2019 setup. You got the plug going into the wall, of course. That goes into this side of the Nvidia Shield TV 2019. This can just be shoved away behind the TV or wherever is convenient. And then coming out of the arse end is the HDMI cable, which, by the way, Nvidia, I had to pilfer for my £30 Roku. Yeah, good old Roku gives you an HDMI cable. Nvidia, not so much. Cheapskate. Okay, the Nvidia Shield TV 2019 is all hooked up. And that, by the way, down there is a Shield TV next to the Amazon Fire TV Cube and the Roku Premiere. I'm going to do a full comparison between the three of those for the features, the design, everything you need to know, so stay tuned for that. Should be going live about the same time as this video. Now, hopefully it should just be a case of pointing the old remote at it and hitting this button here, and hopefully that will cause it to spring to life. Oh yeah, there we go, boom. So at least Nvidia did actually include batteries in the remote control. That's something at least. And because the Nvidia Shield TV 2019 of course uses a bit of Android TV, you can quickly get it all set up using your Android phone, assuming of course you've got one. So here on my phone, I'm going to go to the Google app and then say set up my device. And let's get started. And then we've just got to look for the Shield, which should hopefully pop up on the phone. There we go. Confirm that. Get it connected to the internet. Absolutely minimal effort, which is great for lazy gits like me. And because it's Android TV, of course, you've got the Google Assistant built in there, and you do actually have a mic built into the remote control as well for fast and easy voice access. As you can see, once you sign in with your account, you got the chance to download some of the biggest, most popular streaming apps out there, like Twitch and all this kind of shenanigans. Disney Life, of course, called Get in the UK, so there's no point in me grabbing that. Now, if you've used Android TV, you'll be right at home. It's a nice streamlined UI based entirely around your app. So as you can see, you've got fast access to all of your favorite apps up top. You can actually customize the favorites just by diving in here. You can add some of your other favorite ones, and ones that you use more often than others will automatically be added there anyway. And of course, if you want to download some more apps, just hit the Google Play Store. And it's really nicely organized. As you can see there, you fast access a bunch of games, all of your apps, and just jump into some new stuff. You can quickly and easily search using a bit of voice as well. Deezer. So as you can see there, just pops you up a nice bit of Deezer and also various other alternatives as well that are also relevant. And as you see there, as you scroll down, some of the more popular apps there, and you can fast access a bunch of recommended content, everything that's trending, of course. You've got a bit of App Spotlight if you're struggling to find new content as well. And as I mentioned, it's fully customizable, this UI as well. Just got to dive down to device preferences and then head into home screen. And as you can see there, customized channels, so you can show exactly what you want right there on the main UI. So for instance, I don't want recommended or trending from YouTube. I just want to watch my content instead. So let's get rid of both of those. And by my content, I mean channels that I'm subscribed to, by the way, not my actual videos, because that would just be narcissistic and weird. As you can see here, you can actually reorder the apps as well, so all your favorites go up top. And as you can see, within the settings menu, you've got fast access to quick settings such as putting the Shield TV 2019 to sleep. You've actually got a power button on the remote, which does the same thing basically. Go into display, change the resolution, the HDR output, and all of that shenanigans. You've also got a screensaver as well in case you want to leave it on but you don't want a bit of screen burn action, of course. And because it's Android TV, you've got full Google Assistant support as well. And that's not just for voice control and the actual Shield TV itself as well. You can also control your smart home goodies. So for instance, just by hitting the mic button on the remote control, I can say, turn on living room lights. And boom, nice and easy. Now let's move on to the Shield TV's new 2019 remote. And I quite like it despite the rather bizarre design of it. First of all, those buttons do actually light up. They're motion sensitive, so just pick up the remote and they'll be illuminated. You'll be able to see exactly what you're doing, even if you're watching a bit of Netflix in the dark alone, like I normally do. And as you can see, you've got all the functionality you would expect from a remote control. It's great to see actual dedicated rewind and fast forward buttons on there, which will be especially useful for the likes of YouTube videos where you have to fiddle around, getting the little timeline meter up and everything. You got full volume controls and everything on there as well. And as you can see, a little shortcuts button for Netflix as well. So good news if you actually use Netflix, not so good news if you don't. And by default, this little settings button up top will of course just open the settings menu on the Shield TV 2019, but you can actually fully customize it to be a shortcuts button for whatever you like. I say whatever you like, obviously not absolutely anything. You can't get it to order you a pizza or something, but you can get it to open a specific app, mute the volume, take a screenshot, do all kinds of random stuff. And in also good news, the Nvidia Shield TV 2019 remote control takes 2 AAA batteries now, instead of those annoying fiddly little round coin watch battery things that the old one did. Now of course, streaming boxes can have all kinds of frills and great features and what have you, but if it doesn't actually support many great streaming services, then it's not going to be much use at all. Thankfully, you've got all of the standard ones here on the Shield TV 2019. So whatever kind of stuff you're into streaming, music, movies, TV, you've got fast access to it here. You've got the likes of Plex and all that kind of shenanigans. Basically, whatever you're into, chances are pretty good the Shield TV 2019 will support it. And while Apple hasn't confirmed that its new streaming service will be supported on the Shield TV 2019, be very surprised if it wasn't. Now, as you would of course expect from a premium streaming device like the Shield TV 2019, you got full 4K support in the likes of Netflix, Amazon Prime, etc, etc. HDR support as well. You got Dolby Vision as well as HDR10, although sadly no HDR10 Plus. And as for the audio, you've also now got full Dolby Atmos support, which works on both Netflix and Amazon as well. So if you've got a nice tasty surround sound setup in your home, then you are in for a treat. However, one of the most impressive features here on the Nvidia Shield TV 2019 is the active upscaling. Actually done using artificial intelligence. There's a deep learning neural network built in to that Tegra X1 Plus processor, and this can upscale HD content to basically near 4K resolution, and it does it better than any other upscaler I've ever seen. So check this out. Let's just freeze frame on Mr. Ed Harris and his lovely wrinkly face. No offense, Mr. Harris, I think you've got a lovely face, but your wrinkles are absolutely perfect for this demo. So this right here is with the upscaling on. With a quick tap of this button on the remote, I can turn it back to the basic mode. So as you can see, enhanced, basic, enhanced, basic. And if we get really close to that gorgeous face, then you can hopefully see the difference that it makes to those little wrinkles and contours. So as you can see there, this is on, this is off. As you can see, it's just so much more sharper and defined here when it's on compared with when I knock it off again, and everything just looks a little bit more fuzzy. I can actually do a split screen like so. This is actually going to be available in the full retail model and everything as well. So as you can see there, as we sweep it over, the lovely contours and details, they just come alive on good old Ed's mug. I mean, with this thing active, you can actually see all the little pores on Tom Cruise's face. If you ever wanted to get up close and personal with the guy, then yeah, this is probably the way to do it. It's absolutely mesmerizing. I just can't stop doing it. Incredible stuff. So yeah, so definitely if you want to watch a lot of YouTube or a lot of HD content on the likes of Netflix and you want to just boost it to make it look better than ever, the Nvidia Shield TV 2019 can do it better than any other TV streamer out there. Of course, it only works up to full HD content at up to 30 frames per second. 60 FPS is a bit much for that real-time rendering, but it does seem to work with all of your major streamers, the likes of YouTube, Google Play, all of that shenanigans. And last up, of course, because this is a Shield TV, you've got Nvidia Games action on the go as well. So this is the GeForce Now hub, as you can see there, you can access a whole bunch of games. You've got free with Shield. So if you've got a Shield TV, you can basically jump on board and get streaming with any of these games, a selection of old classics. You got a whole bunch of stuff there to browse through, and of course you can also stream your own games using your game stream service. So as you see, if you've got some Steam games installed on your PC or whatever, you can use the game stream to actually get those onto your telly, and then everyone can enjoy your gaming session here in the living room instead of you being buried away in the study or wherever. And while you no longer get a Shield controller bundled in the box with a Shield TV, it's now fully compatible with the likes of the Xbox One controller, the DualShock controller for the PlayStation 4, lots of other Bluetooth setups as well. So if you've got a controller lying around your household, chances are, hopefully, fingers crossed, it will work with the Shield TV. And that right there is the Nvidia Shield TV 2019, fresh and updated with that excellent new upscaling technology. Definitely well worth spunking out a bit of extra cash for that compared with the likes of the Fire TVs and the Rokus if you can afford it. Available for 150 quid right now in the UK. If you bump up the price to £200, you get the Pro model, which is a bit bigger, but you also get an extra 8 gigs of storage in there, 16 gigs as opposed to the original 8. You get 3 gigs of RAM instead of 2. You've got the support for the likes of Twitch streaming, and you get 2 USB ports on there for connecting peripherals as well. So definitely better if you're going to be into your gaming. But are you tempted by the Nvidia Shield 2019? Definitely be great to hear your thoughts down below. And please do poke subscribe and ding that notification bell for more on the latest and greatest tech. Cheers everyone, love you!